You know what time it is? Alrighty, it's bug time. Day 26, Whitefly. Yet again, we're talking about a pest, and this time it's whitefly. Let's start with their life cycle. After hatching from an egg on the underside of leaves, they quickly latch on to the plant and begin to feed. Interestingly, these bugs do hatch with legs, but after the first instar, they lose them. And they just won't move. They just stay latched onto the plant. They will eventually grow back legs after they pupate and then re-emerge as an adult. They feed on the sap of leaves using a toxic saliva that helps weaken the cell structures. As they drink, they also produce honeydew, which they excrete, enticing a symbiotic relationship with ants. If, however, there is an outbreak of whiteflies and there are no ants to farm them, there can be a lot of honeydew excreted, and this can in turn cause a mould to build up on the already weakened plant. There are, in fact, over 1,500 varieties of whitefly, and they each have their own preferred host plants. So how bad are they? Well, it's thought that invertebrate pests cause 30 to 40% of global agricultural yield loss, and the whitefly is one of the main bugs responsible. Not the only, but definitely one of the main. And yet, it is only a very few number of them that are responsible for this agricultural devastation. Most notably, it's the tobacco whitefly, which can spread so many diseases. I think it's something like over 400 diseases. That includes things like the cotton leaf curl, cassava, soybeans, and tomatoes. Oh my goodness, they are pretty bad. They do cause a lot of damage. So how do we control them? Well, on a small scale, gardeners can do like leaf washing, and that can be with or without pesticides. You can also plant companion plants, which is really cute, which is a great non-chemical way to help sort of deter pests. And that's either because these plants have a sort of natural resistance to these flies, or alternatively, you can use plants that actively encourage predators to come in to consume them, like wasps. But obviously, on like an agricultural scale, you can't just go around washing leaves. So instead, scientists are hoping to be able to bioengineer plants that are more resistant to all these diseases, and potentially a way to eradicate the very specific species of whitefly. Anyway, this bug came out looking appropriately quite vampiric in its own way, which I think is really cute. It turns out they are quite a lot of a pest, but I do think they're really pretty.